Well, my name is Earl John Harrison. I was born in Cumraguntia, 1943. My dad was Jackie Little. My mother was Lena Harrison. Her maiden name was McGee. They went over to a place called Cumraguntia, and this is where I was born, and then brought back to the coast, back to Wallaga Lake, then Wurrigi. Wurrigi is 3 miles outside of Nowra. Then it was abundance. Everyone was belonging to each other. Everyone was belonging to each other. Everyone was auntie, everyone was uncle, everyone was brother, sisters. We was brought up so close. I was about 5 or 6 when Mum passed away, and the welfare just come in and police and just grabbed us. Yeah, she was still on the bed with the blanket over it. She passed away that night when they grabbed us. And they put her, and they even brought us back for the funeral. Oh, there was a big mob there, but they just come in and just grabbed us. Everyone was crying outside. It was only a little track, a little dirt track that led into the bush, where they come and drug us out. I had a brother who was taken, Billy Harrison. He was next to me. I'm 66 at the moment, he's 65. Billy Harrison, he was under the bed trying to hide from the welfare or police, I don't know who, but they went under and grabbed him. I remember him biting someone, and they just drug us out and put us into an old car and took us to Bombay Children's Home. And when I was in our dad, our father, Jackie Little, he just couldn't do nothing because the police and the welfare was there. Oh yeah, every weekend we were there. Every weekend he came across and seen us. He used to walk from Wurrigi, 3 mile into town, about 6 mile a day, 12 mile a day, in and out, to see us. He wasn't allowed inside. They'd say your father's over there. We'd run across and see him, maybe cuddle him. Bunbury, it was, I didn't like it much. And especially going to school, Bunbury School, we'd have to walk down this lane, and this old baker in the horse and cart killed them little black bees. And he tried to run the horse over. I'd be screaming, terrified, running, trying to get up the hill and up to school. We dread going to school because of that baker. He'd come along at the same time with his horse and cart and said, I'm going to kill you. So he tried to run the horse over and cart over us a few times. That's my memories of Bunbury Children's Home. Even Christmas times, we used to give us toys that morning. By that evening, they'd take them back off us, put them back up for the next lot of children next year. We never ever harmed anything. They took our toys back off us. Once we were sent from there to Kinchler, it was different than like I never ever seen my father again. '52, we were sent to a place called Kinchler Boys' Homes. We'd be out milking cows, about 150 cows of a morning in the cold, 3 o'clock in the morning. No shoes, we had no shoes, and about winter time our feet were that cracked from the cold, it would be bleeding. If a cow pooped, we'd run and put our feet in it to keep warm. I've seen all them boys, some run away and they had to be walked down the line and everyone had to hit them. I never didn't want to experience that walking down that line after seeing some of them boys. After they finished walking through it, everyone, they'd be bleeding and bad. They couldn't hit back. They had a bigger fella with them. That was a punishment for running away from Kinchler. They took off and tried to leave the homes and not come back there. There was a big painting on the wall of crossroads. White people going that way, the black people going to the hell. They were not bad, they were bad people. Like, they were no good. They told me they are dirty people, all they're good is for drinking and gambling. But I said that wasn't our culture before they came. We never had no alcohol or hurt or hate. There was never a word for sorry or please. It was not needed with our people. I rode a tractor at the age of 17. They wanted to put me back in the homes there in Gosford until I was 18. They reckoned I was uncontrollable. I did run away over the borders that time, away from the welfare. I got off the little bus at Casey Ridge and I looked around. I seen nobody, no one to meet me. But I seen the bushes there and I seen smoke. I looked and I seen the smoke and I went in through the bushes and there was a family of Aboriginal people living in a shack, tin shack, full bloods. And I asked her, and they asked me where I was from. I said, I don't know where I am. Well, they become my auntie and my uncle, my brothers and my sisters, and they looked after me. They were my family. It took me a long time, about 24 years to get back to where I was taken from, Burigi. And once I got down there, I asked my auntie, where's my dad? She said, oh, he's passed away. And when she said he passed away, well, I said, why? What was wrong with him? He said, he's got a broken heart. I said, broken heart? I said, well, after that, I asked my auntie, can I drink? Then, can I drink? Well, I was so bad, suicidal. I drank and I didn't care who I was. I didn't know anything. I blamed me auntie. I accused her of she letting us go and couldn't look after us. And I used to get drunk and beers there all the time, and and everyone around me, I didn't care who I was, I had no respect by nobody, not even myself. I turned to alcohol, not only beers, but methylated spirits in them times I drank. I'd buy them just to get rid of the hurt, the hate which was inside of me. I had no identity who I was. I had no identity. I'm Aboriginal. Where's my Aboriginal name? I'm sad of the government. Why did they do it? Why did they take us? I always wanted to see link up about getting my papers back off the government, of my release papers and papers for what I've been, what I was taken for, but I don't know why. Well, I don't think it was neglect, because Aboriginal people, they were so lovable. Everyone, as I said, was anti-alcohol, and they'd look at, there was never short of a feed or anything like this. It was just beautiful. But I don't know why we were taken like that, because it was, I believe it was just to wipe out the Aboriginal race. They kept our full bloods from the half castes. There was no teaching of that culture continuing, which was a beautiful culture, a sharing one. All our caste people, they were taken away, and they just stopped our culture. They tried to stop it then by bringing us up and treating us how to be white, not we wasn't Aboriginal, we wasn't a black person, but when we left the home, we were everything but black. As I say, 1993 was when we started to go out to the schools to try to teach them a little bit about our culture. We boomerang throwing, spear throwing, talking about a little bit of bush tucker that we had to read from a book to find out. Sorry about what? What's he going to be just for the stolen generation, or for changing a complete culture, a beautiful culture, a loving culture?